Once again I want to welcome you to Chelsea Sports Channel, where we bring you all the latest from Stamford Bridge and Chelsea FC. Today I have more news coming up on the future of Chelsea FC and our summer signings. Before we start the video, please subscribe, like and feel free to comment. In the channel where I discuss all things football about Chelsea with 100% rawness and honesty. I say it like it is so you know what you're getting from me. This is the place to have fun, bring positive vibes and discuss football from a new perspective. Welcome on board this journey. Marina Granovskaia is already making plans to complete Chelsea's dream summer transfer. It's set to be a quiet January transfer window for the Blues, but they can put things in place to spend big again in the summer. After embarking on the biggest spending spree of the Roman Abramovich era in the summer, a quiet January transfer window was inevitable for Chelsea. The Blues invested more than £200 million to improve Frank Lampard's squad, with Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner, Ben Chilwell, Kai Havertz and Edouard Mendy signed. Thiago Silva also joined on a free transfer, having left Paris Saint-Germain. Further additions will have to wait. Chelsea's focus this month is trimming down their bloated first-team squad, which includes 24 senior internationals. Fikayo Tomori has been linked with a temporary switch to AC Milan, while Marcos Alonso could spend the rest of the campaign on loan at Atletico Madrid. Also on the agenda is finding new homes for members of the loan army ahead of forthcoming restrictions on loan deals. To that end, Lucas Piazon officially left the Blues this week after 9.5 years with the club's books. The Brazilian signed with Braga. Naturally, Chelsea's approach in the summer transfer window will be very different. They will look to spend once again. But before that happens, there are a few steps that need to be taken. The Blues will have money for new additions and, if the opportunities arise, can raise much needed funds with the departures of senior players. Antonio Rudiger and Andreas Christensen, whose contracts expire in 2022, could both move on come to the end of the season. Chelsea will certainly not want to lose them for nothing. Jorginho, whose future has been a source of speculation since the departure of Maurizio Sarri, may depart if the right bid is received. And those currently away from Stamford Bridge, think Davide Zappacosta, Kennedy, Timo Bakayoko and Michy Batshuayi, will again be on the market if deals cannot be struck with their respective loan sides. Moving unwanted players on is no easy task, but in Marina Granovskaia, Chelsea arguably have the game's best negotiator. The fees the Blues received from Atletico Madrid for Diego Costa and Alvaro Morata are proof of that. Qualify for the Champions League. Granovskaia will also be instrumental in securing new additions. Her job will, however, be made easier if Chelsea finishes in the Premier League's top 4. Champions League participation is a must for almost any elite-level player. It helped lure Havertz to Stamford Bridge last summer, for instance. Without a seat at the top table, Chelsea would find it difficult to compete with the likes of Bayern Munich, Juventus, Real Madrid and more in the transfer market. Which, given the caliber of players linked with a switch to Stamford Bridge, would be a major issue. Identify signings early and don't compromise. Chelsea, although it's predicated on Lampard still being in charge, will push hard to sign Declan Rice from West Ham United. The Blues head coach is a huge admirer of the versatile 22-year-old midfielder, who may command a fee of up to £80 million. RB Leipzig defender Dayot Upamecano is also on Chelsea's radar, according to reports in German. The French centre-back has a £37.5 million release clause in his contract that becomes active in the summer. Links to Jadon Sancho will almost certainly re-emerge. The Borussia Dortmund star is a boyhood Chelsea fan, and a potential switch to Stamford Bridge has been mooted throughout the last 2 years. However, having brought in Hakim Ziyech last summer and with Callum Hudson-Odoi and Christian Pulisic in situ, not to mention Werner's ability to play out wide, there is a strong argument to be made that the £120 million it would take to land Sancho would be better spent elsewhere. This brings us to Erling Haaland. The 20-year-old is a phenom. He has struck 35 goals in just 34 games for Borussia Dortmund since joining the club in January 2019. There is very little Haaland can't do. At 6 feet 4 inches, he has the frame required to outmuscle even the most powerful of centre-backs. Yet he is blisteringly quick, especially if he has space to burst into. His technique is flawless and there are few better finishers in the modern game. Interest in the Norwegian has ramped up with every goal he scored. And come the summer, every top European club, Chelsea included, will be monitoring his situation with Dortmund. According to reports in the Italian media last month, Lampard has informed the club's hierarchy that he would like to add Haaland to his squad once the current season has ended. Who can blame him? Haaland is built for the Premier League, a one-man wrecking crew who could terrorize defenses in the same fashion as Didier Drogba in his pomp. The only problem is the cost. The striker has a £68 million release clause in his contract, but that does not become active until 2022. So any club wanting to prize Haaland away from Dortmund this summer are going to have to pay big money. Reports in Spain claim Dortmund want around £91 million for Haaland if he is to leave come the summer. It's a substantial fee but, by design, is not one to scare off Europe's elite. It makes financial sense for BVB to cash in at the end of the campaign rather than lose Haaland for the price of his release clause a year later. Chelsea demonstrated with the signing of Kai Havertz they are not afraid to spend heavily on the right player, especially one with a huge upside and long-term sale value. But they will have to raise funds to do so. Few do so better than Granovskaia, but she will need Lampard to secure Champions League football to give her every chance to make deals happen. Please subscribe, like, share and feel free to comment. Thanks for watching.